All right, it's another episode of Confidently Wrong. Woo. I'm Chris Nugeth.
I'm Pat Nugeth. Let me know if you want any fruit and yogurt snacks. By the way, I've been buying groceries for babies recently. It's been my new thing.
I remember when this became a thing.
They're really good.
But I feel like it kind of fell off.
Well, they're back in a big way. I've been exclusively buying my groceries as if I'm shopping for a baby. That I have been buying those. I bought a box of Uncrustables.
Nice.
I'm like a checked out parent, but it's just for me.
Lunchables for dinner.
Yeah. This is lunch.
Yeah, dude. This dinner, lunch for dinner.
That's right.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did. Yeah. Hung out, went to go see some shows, saw Steve Gerben do about 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Live and in person?
He's so fucking
The star
funny.
of Tires?
Yeah.
He's like good at stand-up too. We were talking about this before, right?
Yeah. He's one of those, like we've said before, there's just some guys where it's like you can't even really look back and be like, oh, he said this and then he said this. It's like an experience.
Yeah.
But he did have a very funny bit about I didn't realize this from watching Tires. He has like kind of messed up hands. You ever notice that?
No.
He's like very long hands and it's some like condition he has. But he was talking about how like he was growing up and his doctor was saying like, it's like you're a little X-Man, buddy. And he's like, yeah, the worst fucking X-Men out there. Like they'll be like, hey, Cyclops, like there's Magneto, shoot lasers at him, and Steve, I guess go give him a handshake, make him feel fucking uncomfortable. Very good stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Was there with a Babe too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
He's pulling the babes now that he's a Netflix star.
Pulled in a Babe, watched the host, didn't see him laugh once, goes up there, crushes, dips out. Just, I mean, it waited a little bit, but yeah, like did his set, fucking
he's friends
murdered.
With the headliner that you were there to see, right?
Yeah.
So he just leaves for his set.
Yeah, I was there to see my buddy Chip because he was headlining, and then saw Gerben. I was going to wear him out at the end. I was going to try to grub my way into meeting Gerben. Yeah. And then he left, and after I was like, hey, man, like, did Gerben fucking leave? Is Gerben still here?
You start dropping podcast inside jokes.
Yeah. Like, if you ever...
I'm sure he'd be happy if you were like, yeah, the Gruel King.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, I was thinking about it like, yeah, like what would I... Because I've never met someone that like I like from podcasts. And I was standing there thinking like, this is such a weird thing if I did meet him. Right. Because I just go up to him like, you have no idea who I am. Yeah. I've heard you speak for probably 6 hours. I've heard your conversations with your friends. Yeah. You have no idea who I am.
I'm having flashbacks to when Louis J. Gomez was at Empire and I was backstage with him, and you know, it was on 9/11, so it was like kind of relevant. But I was just like, dude, not to fanboy out, but your 9/11 story is one of the funniest I've
the rollerblading thing.
Because it is.
Yeah, it's
like,
very
I
funny.
wasn't even like trying to like kiss that. It's like genuinely like for the rest of his life, if you're at a party and they talk about where were you on 9/11, he has the funniest one. It's funnier than like if you ran into like one of the dancing Israelis and they were like, oh, where was I? I was dancing by a van. Like, well, I went rollerblading out of the city because I thought everything was ending. So I'm like, I know what I'll do. I'll slap on some rollerblades and rollerblade out of the city. Like that's just
he didn't like you bringing it up.
Fun. No, I mean, he was just like, thanks, man. But it's just like, we're not gonna have a good conversation now. Are you kidding me? Like any chance of having a good conversation?
Just think about if you met someone and they're just immediately just like, dude, your story about going to jail is so crazy. You'd be like, God,
to
Jesus
be honest,
Christ.
I'd be like, cool. Because like that would be my first time getting something like that. I'm sure he gets shit like that literally all the time.
Yeah, he also has like dudes with tattooed heads trying to be like, I fucking love you. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. So and then he saw me do stand up and I tried my hilarious Charlie Kirk material.
Oh, nice.
The day after he gets shot in the throat. It's like this will be funny, right? Yeah. And it wasn't.
It's always I had to do a show like 20 minutes after they tried to shoot Trump when he got hit in the ear, and it was a very weird experience because like I didn't have any jokes about it. I wouldn't even know like what joke to make out of it at the moment, but it's like it's this weird thing where it's like everyone's kind of feeling fucked up but you can't like address it, you know. It was just this odd, it put a damper on the evening, I'll say that. And it rained, so I was like soaking wet. Trump gets shot. I have to go up like 10 minutes after that and just do like a bad hosting. I'm angry. I'm in a bad mood.
I've chilled out a lot, but like on the night where like Israel started attacking Iran, I was in like the semifinals for that Empire Classic competition. And I literally was in the back of the club with Steven like, well, we're all gonna fucking die. And I had like one of the best sets I've ever had.
Oh hell yeah!
I made it to finals because of it. Because I was literally just like, I don't know, like in my mind I was like, society isn't going to exist in a month. Like, I don't know. I was just...
It is funny how quickly you go to that. You'll be like, I don't even think this is going to be in America in 10 years.
I've chilled out, but
Good, dude. Dude, I was walking to the office this morning and I saw this like city truck. It was they were trying to parallel park into this spot, and there's a car like behind them, and the dude gets out and he's doing like the hand back up thing. The car is just completely like, the truck is crushing this car. Like, it's
he's
like
telling him to keep going.
He's like out there being like, all right, like hold on.
You're good.
Like, you're good. I hear it crunching. I hear the metal crunching between the two cars.
Just to act like you're not destroying a car.
Yeah.
Just like act like you're gonna help a guy and then get him to like literally destroy property.
Yeah. But then I had this weird moment where I'm like, are they going to do it? Like, are they going to leave a note or something? Right. And then I like stopped for a second. I'm like, well, I don't give a shit. I just kept walking away. Yeah. Like, what am I going to do? Be like, do the right thing, fellas.
Wait, did he drive off?
No, I think they were just going to continue to try to back in there. And then, I have no idea if they even told the person.
Who will literally have the mindset of like, I'm filming you. Like, they'll just immediately insert themselves in a situation they have nothing to do with.
I want nothing to do with it. But I did think it was fun. Anytime I've had to deal with people who work for the city, I want to work for it so bad because they just don't give a fuck. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's great.
I had a good weekend. I drove. I wanted to save money, so I drove from Philly to Baraboo, Wisconsin.
How far is that?
Which is 15 hours.
God damn, how much money?
It's a long fucking drive.
How much money did you save, do you think?
I mean, if I had, because I would have had to drive, I would have had to fly out, rent a car, and then my dad came out for a party. Our dad, I don't know why I'm saying my dad.
Mutual dad,
Our mutual father came out for a party. So he's like, oh, I want to get a hotel. And also, he just does, he'll just say things and then not really understand like what he's saying. Because he's like, oh, he wanted to get an Airbnb. And I was just like, I don't know, man. Like, these Airbnbs are really expensive. Like, let's get a hotel. And I was telling him like, oh, we can get a room for like $80. And then he's like, well, let's not get. I don't want to stay in some ratty, dingy place. So I was like, okay. So I found like a very nice hotel for like, it would have been like $125 each for us to stay there.
Oh, really? For one room?
Yeah, which is
a nice hotel.
It's a really nice hotel. But I was just like, all right, he doesn't want to stay in some ratty place, so I'll get this like nicer room. And he's like, oh well, we could have stayed somewhere less nice and saved some money. I'm just like,
oh, could we?
What the fuck? Like, do you understand what you're fucking saying? Like, he just like, and he's like, why did I say that? I told him, like, you said you want to stay somewhere nice. He's like, why did I say that? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like,
it's so funny to hear that and then be like, well, explain to me why I did that.
Yeah, why would I say that?
Why would I ever?
I don't know. Maybe because you want me to feel bad for no reason. You love to do that.
I'm sure that's what he wanted out of the interaction.
No, but
I'm sure he was thinking, let's piss Chris off.
So yeah, it would have easily been like $1,000 weekend if I had flown out and rented a car. So I wanted to drive, save some money. But yeah, I drove 15 hours to visit on the day, literally the most polluted city like in the world.
The wildfires,
like not even in the world. Like, had an AQI at its peak of 367.
I like that everyone's pretending that they knew what that was.
I have no idea what that means, but to put that in perspective,
it's the AQI, obviously.
The most polluted city in the world is 171. Oh, now it's 171 every single day, but still, like, that's fucking crazy.
I guess I was clowning, like, I guess it's just air quality index. I guess it's pretty intuitive.
Well, it's like, and how much, it's like, because you look it up and it's like very dangerous for all groups. Like, literally do not breathe the air. And it's just kind of like, Jesus fucking Christ.
It wasn't as bad here as in the Midwest, but yeah, dude, it was still like probably not the best to be outside for like a prolonged period of time. I walked to an open mic. And then I got there, I was like, oh yeah, Shane Gillis is doing the link this week, and no one's going to be here. And it was like 7 comics. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, like, I think it's like anytime it's under 10 people, everyone's kind of like phoning it in. Nope, dude on there pulled out like a giant, like 3-foot long dildo, was doing some weird...
I would call that phoning it in a little bit.
I guess. But yeah, ruined my lungs for a bad open mic set.
I fucking got dizzy just unloading my stuff from the car and putting it into my friend's house.
Damn.
I felt dizzy and sick.
I saw a lot of people wearing masks. Would that even help in this situation? I don't think that helps.
It was reminiscent of COVID though, because we like rented a I came out to visit my friends because we all rented a pontoon boat to have a day out on the river, and like people were like bailing on going because of the air quality, and so like half of us were like, guys, it's fucking fine, and the other half were like, no, it's like actually going to be dangerous. And it was just kind of like, you know, it's like we're back to this again, where half of us are just going to act like nothing's wrong, and the other half are like maybe overreacting a little bit.
Well, at least there wasn't the extra layer of being like, you're actually a bad person for not being worried about
Well,
it.
it started to get like that. It was like we're at the bar, just like it's like, oh, Alex is being a fucking pussy. Like I wasn't saying that, but someone else was saying that. It's just like
it's a pretty reasonable.
No, it's very reasonable.
Yeah.
And I was like in the chat, like, hey guys, I'm just happy that we're all together.
Yeah.
And my friends just like, dude, shut the fuck up. We're getting on the boat. What are you saying? You're not happy with anything. You're not happy with any plan.
It'd be like if you had like a rec volleyball or like a beach volleyball game in East Palestine, Ohio, like right after the trade. It's like it's the game,
guys. It's the big game.
We're literally playing the frat bros in the league.
I was kind of like, well, I did drive 15 hours. I want to get on a fucking boat.
Just has nothing to do with it.
So yeah, a few people dropped out. We had like, it was gonna be like 20 of us. We rented out 2 pontoon boats for the whole day.
Oh, that kind of sucks. 2?
Yeah.
Were you gonna like lash them together?
We're just gonna. I was a little bit like, it's good that we reduced this down to 1. It's too many people.
Anytime I've been on like a multiple boat situation, I'm very calculated. Like, which group do I want to be? You gotta go through the composition of the group.
Going out to dinner with 12 people also kind of sucks.
Yeah,
because we got broken up. So I'm like, oh, what table am I gonna sit in? You know, and it's like, oh, I picked my table, and now I'm looking at my friends at the other table. Like, oh fuck, now it's like I'm not friends with you guys anymore.
Here's my question. I'm not gonna say where I was, but recently I had a situation where we're going to a big table in like a group to sit down for a meal. And I very quickly eyeballed who I was going to be grouped with and then moved to another chair. And I was like, how crazy of a move is this to be like, not you guys?
I mean, well, I get it. Like,
it matters, dude.
Part of why, because like it was like our friend's girlfriend's friend showed up, and like they were nice people, but like we get into the car driving to the restaurant. My friend's like, they're a fucking bunch of jabronis, dude. I don't want to hang out with them.
Want to hang out with those jabronis?
So. Yeah, we were all hanging out. A lot of fun bits on the weekend. Me and my buddy Ian kept talking like Cat Williams the whole weekend.
Nice.
Like, listen here, pimpin'. Don't waste my motherfucking time. Just kept talking like that. Everyone loved that. The whole general public loved that bit.
The John Q. public, they enjoyed that?
We were also at karaoke singing pop songs like MC Ride.
Okay.
That was pretty fun.
You can do that one too.
Wake up in the boyfriend like P. Diddy. You know what I mean?
Okay, I like that. Oh, I had a dumb carrot. I was in the grocery store earlier, and I thought about this. And I thought it was pretty funny. It's Ozzy Osbourne, but he's really concerned about the Middle East, and it's Benghazi Osbourne.
He's like,
Osbourne. Sharon, have you seen my emails? And they're like, you deleted them, Ozzy.
Like, oh, left them there to die.
Has anyone seen my emails about our soldiers? Anyway, that's
Benghazi.
That's Benghazi Osbourne.
I don't know enough about Benghazi to riff on this.
It's just a fun. That's a fun.
We
like
left them there, Sharon.
I can see how people fell down into like QAnon if like the start of it was yelling at Hillary Clinton about the emails. Like, that is fun. Like, most right-wing conspiracy guys, you just get to yell a lot, which I like.
Well, it sucks that got like conflated with like extreme right-wingers, because like it is fucked up that like the Secretary of State has her own fucking internet server in her fucking bathroom.
And I mean, that
is weird.
That's one where it was crazy. It's like, how is this a discussion? She like wouldn't let them save U.S. soul. Like, she just let people die.
And then she was going to fucking Epstein's ranch like 4 times in New Mexico.
Yeah. And it's just like, what do you mean emails? I deleted them. They're like, you're not supposed to delete them.
You're not supposed to do that.
She's like, what? She's like, oh, it's on my own server. Like, what do you mean your own server?
Now I'm a racist terrorist if I'm like, hey, why the fuck are you deleting your emails?
I like to imagine that for whatever reason they just sent out like a guy from the city to like check on that. He's like, all right, we just need to see your emails. So I deleted. Like, what do you mean you deleted them?
Why?
I guess we're in Philly.
What happened was sorry. Oh man.
But anyway, that's Benghazi
I'm
Osbourne.
a racist terrorist. Benghazi Osbourne, pretty good,
folks.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of wild. Like Trump's 2016 run, it's like it sucks that things turned out the way they did, but he was right about a lot of stuff. Like, well, he was like I think he accused like the Bushes, like, yeah, you killed like 1 million people in Iraq. Like, didn't he say that? I thought he said something like that.
But like, okay, like I see that happen now a lot with politics, where it'll just be like someone who just points out like an obvious glaring flaw with other people, and then people were like, wow, I like that. Like I remember, I mean, it worked on me. Like, before I found out he was fucking insane, I liked RFK because he was like, yeah, corporations control our country. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
They do.
But it's not like he's being like, and this is my plan to take the net. He's just pointing. It'd be like,
there's no like action.
It'd be like if someone had no plan and they're like, what are you going to do for the country? He's like, I actually believe the Holocaust was bad. And everyone's like, it was bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote for that guy.
You know what was wild when like the New York mayoral race was happening, and they asked all the candidates, like, when you get elected, where do you want to travel to first?
Oh yeah, probably
and
Israel.
They all said Israel.
Probably Israel, actually.
Like that's the vacation destination.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I feel like this happened before. Obviously, Israel Palestine's been a problem for a long time, but like, I feel like before it really, really popped off in like American discourse, it was that guy Eric Adams. I saw some video where he was like done being the mayor, and he was in Israel, and he's like, I'm still your mayor, Israel. It's like, what? What are you talking about?
What does that mean?
I think
New York City, am I right?
It does kind of make sense.
Yeah.
Like, if you looked at like the amount of like, you know, citizen donation money coming into Israel from America, it'd probably be centralized in New York. There are a lot of Jewish people in New York.
Yeah, that's true. You know, they actually have like a rope around the whole city.
What?
They have like a thing, like, I think it's like the Hasids, or like, you know, like they have like a protective rope surrounding the entire city. It's like
like an enchantment.
It's like a thing they believe in.
Oh, like magic. Okay.
They're into magic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like a spell.
It's just some things that they actually do. It's like sounds so anti-Semitic.
I mean, we talked about it before. It was like the tunnels thing. Where it's like,
crazy.
Obviously there's not Jewish tunnels.
And I think we talked about it before, but like the guy, like this like right wing guy on Twitter being like, yeah, I hear some like Jews talking in through the walls, and they were. The tunnels were right next to them. Oh man, that's so funny.
I mean, yeah, like they do. I feel like a lot of stuff now is set up to be like it's almost like they'll set up a ridiculous situation, but yeah, say something.
Yeah.
Like the fucking you know what? Let's talk about it now. Fuck it. Did you see the replacement for Graham Plattner in Maine?
Who is it?
Ridiculous.
Who is it?
All right, so immediately I'm gonna sound like I'm a horrible person. They got a woman with absolutely no fucking plan to just go on there and like shit on the idea of having an election or whatever, just to be like a little stinker. And her name's Ashley Webb. And then everyone's going to be like, oh, you just hate that there's a trans woman in politics. But yeah, they have this trans woman with literally no fucking plan or any experience.
Here's a TikTok.
Here's a clip.
To serve in the U.S. Senate. Oh, I ran for office several times. Didn't win, but they didn't run. And then I'm a songwriter.
They're a songwriter. And they wrote books.
I suppose my transparency, I wouldn't lie to the people and I wouldn't deceive the people like we're being deceived right now. Like, we get lied the smoke and mirrors, like what's going on with ICE, pretending like these victims did something wrong. Like, that's unacceptable.
I mean, it's you know, it keeps going, but it's ridiculous.
What's their background? Like,
I don't even think they fucking have one. I think they literally, like what they said, they write songs, they've ran for stuff before and lost. And
yeah, I've run a million times and I can't get elected into office. That's my background.
Yeah, it's like I forget where I heard it, but someone being like, someone saying like, oh yeah, like this person has a drinking problem. Like, they don't have a drinking problem. They've quit drinking tons of times. Like, it's just it's absurd.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and like I get it. You know, it was the guy needed to drop out. Graham Platter needed to drop out. Whatever.
Like this just feels very box checky.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm fine with like a trans person with like an actual background in politics running for office, like not like someone who can barely fucking talk. I'm sorry.
I would rather it just be some like kid out of school with like a political science degree being like, oh, I'm a machine. I'm a machine for the Democrat Party. I'd be like, all right, fine. Okay, put in the machine then, I guess. What? I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, I saw
They're an advocate, bro.
I saw it at first and was like, oh, this is AI. This is the Republicans making a joke about who they would have to replace Graham Platt. And then like I saw that and I was like if for whatever reason it was a Republican got to pick like in whatever weird convoluted circumstances, this is the result of a Republican picking this person, I'd be like, oh, that's the Sun Tzu of the Republicans. That's so funny to take all of our ideals and throw them back in our face with an absolutely unqualified person who seems like an absolute moron, but is picked because of some characteristic of them.
Right.
That would be like the perfect.
Yeah.
But it's us. We did it.
They did it. Yeah. Oh my God.
It's crazy.
That is nuts. Ugh.
And here's the thing, like I do like a joke about it. I'm not smart. It's crazy that I need to know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. Stupid people should not know what's going on. We shouldn't have to.
Oh no. Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to find anything about their background. There's like literally no background at all.
Nothing. I would rather have just an empty suit. I'd rather just be like a person named Democratic Party Machine. I'd be like, all right, fine, whatever. I'll vote for them.
Well, so it's like that's what. Yeah, I don't know.
But honestly, maybe you like this. I kind of got like a little bit on my tinfoil hat shit, and I was like, this is probably just a pick by someone to be like, yeah, this is us like gesturing that we're giving up. Being like, well, obviously we can't just concede the election, but this is us giving up.
This feels like, I've said before, like I feel like Maine's a staging ground for intelligence activities. And this feels like, yeah, just some fucking CIA plant was in the meeting like, no, have Ashley Webb run. Like, have her do it.
I mean,
and then they're not going to say no, because it's like, what are you going to say no to
I don't think it'd be the CIA. I think it'd just be like the Democratic Party being like, all right, whatever, let them win. But like, obviously we got to put someone in there. Right. But it's like, yeah, I don't think anyone is like, obviously they're going to win.
No, they're not going to win. They can't talk.
Yeah.
It's part of, that's like half the battle. It's like, kind of like with RFK running. Yeah. It's like, you're really going to listen to that guy give speeches for fucking 4 years? Well, Are you kidding me?
In the beginning, that made me mad. Because I remember our dad was saying that. He was saying like, oh, he can't win. Like, I could never listen to him make speeches. Yeah. And at the time, I thought he was not insane. So I was like, well, that's stupid. You should be able to just focus on the content of what he says. Yeah. And then like 2 months later, I was focusing on the content of what he said. I'm like, oh, this guy's out of his fucking mind. Yeah.
Just to be asked, like, what are your qualifications to run for office? And you go, I'm a songwriter and I write books.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a joke.
And see, it sucks too, because it's like, as soon as you start criticizing it, there is this thing where it's like, well, I don't want people to think I like hate trans people or whatever.
No, it has nothing to do with hating trans people.
Wouldn't you be insulted as an aspiring trans politician?
No, yeah.
To be like, yeah, let's get a trans person. Let's get an absolute moron.
I'm sure there is a trans politician who is more than qualified. Yeah. And they're being passed up for whatever reason.
Let's get a trans woman. Let's dress her up like she's a teenager with whimsy, and let's have her sit there with no fucking plan. Right. That'll be good.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Ugh. Anyways, let's get to something funny.
Let's get something funny, huh?
Get some funny stuff. Oh wow, I really don't have. I wrote topics, and one of them is 5 dead trying to save swimmer.
Damn, what happened there?
Well, someone started drowning, and then like 4 people people just kept jumping in the water to save them and dying.
Yeah, enough of this bleak shit. Let's get to something lighthearted.
So funny though.
What was the joke in by when you wrote that down? Just on his face. Five people died.
Like I was picturing like I don't know, like the Keystone Cops or something. Running into a wall. But it's like just people like, help, save me! Like, I'm coming to save you. Help, save me! I'm coming to save. Like, you know, it's just like again and again, and then they all
die.
They all die.
That's good. Where did this happen?
In Ohio River.
Oh, I was gonna say what body of water?
Yeah, but that's the river. And it's like, how are you dying in a river?
Yeah, man.
But there's no undertow in the fucking river.
How you just gonna die in a river? How you just gonna drown in a river?
Motherfuckers are just drowning in the river. What, are you wearing concrete shoes? What are you talking about? How you die in a river? How you just gonna die in a river? Okay, here's another fun one I wrote. I'm writing down some really awful stuff. The David murder case.
Oh, you're in a good mood today, huh?
Well, it's a dark world, Pat.
Sure.
This is a podcast we talk about things happening and incorrectly.
Including the case of David spelled weird.
Have you heard of, I thought the first crime was spelling his fucking name like that. D4VD. David.
I don't like that.
Jail already. Already jail.
Nonsense.
Jail for this man. But no, he killed a woman.
They found her body in his car or something?
Like a Tesla frunk. And so I'm like, oh wow, they have trunks in the
It's the
front.
worst place to be found.
They have trunks in the front.
Yeah.
How you just go put a trunk in the front? But yeah, no, they. So yeah, he killed a woman, and then it was like he was just like obsessed with death, and like a lot of his like songs were like romanticizing like a lover like killing their lover, because like a Romeo and Juliet, but like Romeo kills Juliet kind of thing, and it was like this like weird romanticized, edgy thing. And like when he was on tour, like when the concert started, like at the beginning, he like would have like concert goers like pose in the coffins for like their own fucking funeral.
Oh,
it's just fucking bizarre, man.
that is strange.
And like, you know, there's a lot of like insane tinfoil hat people that are like, oh, the music industry is full of Satanists and stuff.
fucking
I'm
God,
not
dude.
saying that that's true. But
It's not.
No, but it's like, why are you giving them ammunition? You know
What
what
do
I
you
mean?
mean? He's being edgy. He's being
But
a little
exactly.
edgelord.
But it's just like it sucks. It's corny.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It was a corny guy who also happened to, for whatever reason, brutally murder a woman.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just so annoying where they're like, this idea that they're giving people clues in all these is so... Actually, did you have more you want to talk about that?
No, you can go. This really sets you off.
I had another thing I put in there, or I guess I forgot to put it in there, but I had it marked down on my phone. So... Another fucking keep your tinfoil hat on, because do you know anything about the oh my god, the Kansas City bombing? That guy?
Oklahoma City?
Oklahoma City bomb. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that guy? So
I know that people think that guy's in the FBI now.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to talk about. I keep seeing all these people talking about what's his name?
It's like Paul
Wysopal. Yeah,
Yeah.
they think that he's Timothy McVeigh.
Yeah.
So what they think happened was that rather than execute a guy in prison for a crime that they caught him doing, they think that they let him go and then promoted him to be the head of like a team in the FBI.
I think the theory is that he was working for the intelligence or the FBI the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even if then they would still just kill him probably.
Well, there's no. It's like, oh, these people are so important to us.
Yeah, the idea that they would let him go and then be like, now don't tell anyone about the bombing, but we will be promoting you to a field office.
That is pretty
position.
ridiculous.
And not only that, we're going to put a picture of you on our site.
Right. It's like if your thesis is true that these people disregard human life so much that they'll like blow up like a federal building, killing like. It was like a daycare by it. They like, killed all these people, but then they're going to get all precious about Timothy McVeigh, make sure he doesn't die.
We're going to let a good white man die?
Yeah, also it's like, guys, is it so hard for you to accept that fucking white people be looking the same? Is that so hard for you guys to accept?
so hard to understand, guys?
We look the fucking same.
Yeah.
I look like every white guy ever. I'm a thumb with eyes, dude. That like white people look the fucking same.
I have been saying there's only 3 types of white people.
Yes.
A lot of them are going to look the same.
Yeah, they all look the fucking same.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like it goes hand in
Can
hand
you
with...
imagine how stressed out a guy in China is? It's him. You know?
I get you, pal.
He works for the CCP.
Yeah.
Sorry, anyway.
But yeah, it's kind of like when like the flat earth people are like, oh, the government doesn't want you to know about this. Like, why? You're addicted to salvia. Why would they be worried about you?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
You're a drug addict.
Or like, they're giving us weed to
keep us docile.
To pacify us.
Yeah.
So yeah, because you were going to be a guerrilla fighter if you didn't.
Unbridled, you were a real threat
you were
to
gonna
deal
be
with.
a Black Panther if you didn't get your hands on the ganja. You would just be you'd be one of the weathermen.
That's
taking down the government.
It's like when they killed that like Black Panther dude, and they're like, oh, we have to prevent like there being a black messiah. It's people being like, oh, we have to prevent there being a tap out shirt wearing messiah.
Yeah.
We have to prevent a white Monster Energy drink messiah from coming about.
This is like one of the funniest things I've heard. Where like the CIA, this is the theory that the CIA basically like they made the music industry stop cranking out like white guy rock, like Nickelback and stuff, to like so that white men can't be empowered.
Who are these fucking idiots, dude?
Well, I don't know if we talked about this before, but I feel like the conspiracy meta like it's changed, or like at least like the dissemination of conspiracy materials has changed, where like it used to be where like because there are conspiracies out. Like there are things that the government does that are fucked up. And for a while the meta was like preventing that information from coming out, keeping it contained.
Yeah.
And now it's just flooded with everything. Just and like the real shit and like 99% fake shit. Just flood the fucking algorithm with all these fucking conspiracies. And like that being disseminated encourages other people to like come up with like it's conspiracy fucking central. Like I used to be into conspiracies, and then everyone's into conspiracies now. And I'm not into them anymore.
Yeah, because now everyone's doing it.
Everyone's fucking
You're a real
doing
hipster.
it, dude.
You're a 9/11 hipster.
I am a 9/11 hipster.
Yeah,
You know?
I get you.
So yeah, it's just everything.
Yeah.
White men can't be empowered because Nickelback.
That's right. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people that just think like anything happens because the CIA made a folder and said like
Right.
we're going to do this. I feel like
Anything-
stuff happens.
Yeah, things just happen. Yeah.
But yeah, wait. So David for sure did that murder, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it.
I-
He like wrote a song about it. Like who's that
Big
guy?
mistake.
YNW Melly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, same
He
shit.
had murder on his mind,
Yeah. Yeah.
if I recall.
He sure did. What's Patty's schizophrenia
yeah,
corner?
I had some schizophrenic people that I wanted to show
here
you
we go.
on Instagram. My whole feed is poisoned forever. I'll never recover from this. But I've been saving reels from a lot of schizophrenic people, and I found some gems.
I think you can hard reset your algorithm.
No need. But yeah, I got this guy.
So after you've been filled with the pleasure of every black dick, I get killed, I die poor. I don't get to make money, I don't get to have children. After you've been lusting after every black man, this big ass dick.
Who are you talking to? Who's Who's he talking to?
Pay me money. Pay! Pay! Pay me money for life in America! Pay!
Okay, I had one more from. No, I have two more from him.
Oh my
The
god.
Ku Klux Klan is holding me in poverty. I don't wish poverty. Pay me money to start a car dealership. Oh, so they can say I can't have a penis, I can't have children. Only white guys have white penis, and only white penis belongs in white women's vaginas. When I was born from the same vagina, and they're angry at my penis.
And they're angry at my penis.
But basically,
Can you imagine if someone actually gave him the money to start a car
Right.
dealership?
Well, here's the
how crazy the local ads would be.
Well, it's even crazier. So I was looking at that guy's profile. Basically, he thinks he's running this business, and what he's been doing is he's been searching up his county's tax records for all properties that owe taxes or like other liens on the properties, and he thinks that he can call those people and say, "Hey, you owe money, so you got to give me the money." And they'll give him like, "Yeah, you owe $20,000." That's his business, and he wants to take that money and open up a car dealership. But the real problem is that the Ku Klux Klan does not want him to have a penis. That seems to be a big obstacle in his life.
I just put like a local car dealership playing at like the movies before the movies start.
Yeah.
Baby,
But
money.
I talked about it last time. It is just crazy where it's like any of these people that are just having a breakdown will get more social media presence than like any local comedian.
It's such a fucking dangerous cycle because it's like
Yeah.
these guys are having like a mental breakdown, and then like you know there are people commenting, like
Yeah.
egging him on, people
All
sharing
of
it,
those
you're
had
getting
at
like
least
numbers
2,000 likes.
and like it's like reinforcing their like delusions in their fucking head.
It's
dude.
even more
like,
kind
really
of fucked
scary.
up. Like all of those people have commenters being like, "You're right, you're correct, keep going." Which like I get, it is funny,
It
but
is
it's also
funny.
very sad.
Yeah, no, that's not okay.
But this next one isn't so much schizophrenic, but I found this very fun. I stumbled across this page that is it's in Pittsburgh, and it's essentially like just a general like pitch thing. Like you can just pitch them like business ideas or like artistic project ideas. And I found this one very like there's a type of crazy white woman where you can tell they're crazy just based on how they give their resume, like how they describe their experience.
Okay.
So this is, like some sort of pitch thing in Pittsburgh, and this is a lady pitching. She wants to make a movie, basically. And I can screen record all these later.
Up next is Heather Ann Feely.
I said water.
Stand up?
Do you know in April, the Post-Gazette said that 5 million people are affected by drinking forever chemicals? And that the solution is to just keep studying it. Well, I'm known as the modern healer, Erin Brockovich. So if you would like to do a documentary or a production, they want to give universities $5 million to study forever chemicals. Why not we give $5 million, use the water systems I used for 18 years in a private trauma practice healing people, and document that? So I'm looking for the game changers out there. I'm an expert in trauma. I was on Broadway. I did have a world record, and I did lose my ability to walk for 2 years. So I know a little something about healing. I'm Heather Ann Ferry, the speaker, singer.
What does she sound?
I was on Broadway. I did hold a world record, and I did lose my ability to walk for 2 years. So I think I know a little bit about trauma.
I don't even know what to say to that. Jesus Christ.
It's all kooks out there, man.
Don't you love how insane everyone's becoming?
It's pretty great.
It's pretty awesome.
I can't wait for it to happen to me.
Yeah.
I wonder what my particular psychotic break will be about. I could see thinking Olive can speak or something like that.
And then people are going to comment on your videos like, no, she is speaking
She is speaking to you.
You
Yeah,
need to
you're correct.
listen.
I've actually spoken to her as well. Just keep trying.
And she says you should run for mayor.
That's right. I think I've spoken to her, and I think what we need to do is stay up later at night. I think that's the missing piece, is you're not staying up late enough.
gotta play
You're getting too
Ghost-
much sleep.
Play Ghosts of Yote.
That's right. What a game.
Well,
The beautiful game.
it appears we are at around the halfway point of the episode. So we've already dove into the Ashley Webb stuff.
True. Actually, we can talk about that BBC Tourette. So I was telling you about this earlier. So remember there was that story or a thing happened where everyone was mad at that guy with Tourette's at the BBC Awards.
Oh, yeah.
So, he said racist stuff he had a Tourette's tick or whatever, said some racist stuff, and everyone was like, no, that means he's actually racist. That's horrible. And I understand it's not a good look, obviously, but I didn't know this until today. I thought he was just some random British minor celebrity. He is the guy that a movie about Tourette's is based off of. And the entire message of the movie is about how people judged him for saying stuff that he couldn't control and about how that's wrong and you shouldn't do that. And he was there.
So
the movie's about him.
What was the BBC thing about?
I think it was an awards thing.
Was it for that movie? Was the movie in the awards?
I don't know exactly.
That's so perfect. It feels like this was to promote the movie almost.
Right. Literally, there's scene after scene of the movie of him interacting with someone, him accidentally saying the worst thing he could say to them,
right,
and then eventually them being like, that's okay, you don't mean it, you have a condition. And then he's at the BBC Awards and said, and I'm not defending what he said, but it's Tourette's. He has Tourette's.
He has Tourette's.
Yeah. And also, there is this kind of thing, it's obviously a concept where it's I hope, I don't open up my mind in something I don't want to, you can think what would be the worst thing to say in this situation, and if you have Tourette's, it will slip out.
Right.
I remember.
So we should almost make the N word. Let everyone say it. Well,
sure.
That's the only way we're going to solve it.
It's a novel idea. You should run
make
for
it
office.
not the worst thing to say.
We have to make it the best word. And then, there's a scene in the movie where some nice lady invites him over for dinner, and he's like, "You have cancer. You're going to die of cancer." So it's he's just.
God, I didn't know
what's
the
the worst thing I
disease
could
made
say?
you hilarious. That's so funny.
It literally makes you think what you shouldn't say. Well, not make you think what you should. It literally, you just have no filter. You'll be like, oh, I shouldn't say this. And then you say it. But it's also if you have Tourette's, that's probably what you're thinking about all the time is, what do I not want to say right now?
I want to know what someone with Tourette's would say if they looked at me.
Bald.
Yeah. You're bald.
Bald.
I'm not embarrassed about that.
Yeah.
You're insecure. You have fears of commitment. You're never gonna grow up.
They see me and they're like, "You're pale and you're bad at stand-up." Like, shut up.
Your stand-up sucks.
You should go to the BBC Awards and say some shit there.
This girl I know, she like actually she got in trouble. She got in trouble with like her friends because they all go out and stuff, and like this girl that her friend was seeing this guy who he's like pretty hot, but he has Tourette's, and so they'll go out and he'll scream the N-word in a bar, and like the girl that I was seeing expressed like, I don't love hanging out with this guy, and they all like got mad at her like she's a horrible person. But it's like, that's a sticky wicket, right?
It is that is a tough one. That is a tough one.
But it's like he can't help it. But it's like, do I want to be out with a guy screaming the N-word all the time? Like, I don't know.
I guess part of me is kind of like, I don't know. There's probably enough people with Tourette's to get a crew going.
Just hang out with your own.
You should. I don't mean to segregate Tourette's people, but maybe you should just roll with the squad.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what do you do? I don't blame her. Like the fact that they got mad at her, I think it's like, come on, guys.
I think she could have just
actually for me.
Sure. Oh. She could just quietly distance herself from them. Like, it is weird to be like, just so you guys know, I don't want to be around him anymore. Like, you could just not hang out with him.
Right. That's true.
But also, I guess I didn't realize how common it was for their tick to be just saying swear. I thought a lot of it was just like twitching and stuff.
I mean, it is the worst thing you can say.
Yeah, it is the worst thing you can say.
Universally agreed.
I had another thing that I saw. So I've been trying to like true crime podcasts. It seems to be the big thing, but I was resisting it for a little while. And I was listening to this one, and it was about this case called the Yuba County Five. Have you ever heard about this?
No.
So, all right, before I get into it, this is going to sound dicey. I am not making fun of disabled people.
Okay.
But I am making fun of how this true crime podcast portrayed this story, because it was in the, when did this happen? It was in the 70s. So it's five like, I think like late teens, early 20s guys in California. They're all on like a rec basketball league together, and they have a game the next morning. And then the night before, they go out to go watch game together. They're in one car. One of them drives, and then they're
driving.
They're driving.
Okay.
So they have some sort of car trouble, and then they drive like 70 miles out into the woods, leave the car, and then 4 of them are found dead. The 5th one is never found. He disappears. They don't know where he went. Here's the thing, though. They're all disabled. They're all mentally disabled guys. Okay. And the podcast never like makes a joke about it, but you can definitely tell that he's dancing around it, because he'll say stuff and he'll be like, the crime scene just left a lot of questions. A lot of stuff didn't make any sense. And just not once is he like, I wonder if it's because, or like at one point he's talking about like the missing car, and he's like, I was in a snowbank, but like they could have easily pushed the car out of the bank if they worked together, that is. If they could all get together to move the car, it'd be easy.
Like, you'd think especially these guys could move the car.
So
they have a certain strength.
Right. But then, like at one point he's doing like, a very precise timeline of like when they disappeared. And at one point he's like, the last place they were seen is at this convenience store. They bought a Hostess cherry snack pie, an Entenmann's lemon snack pie, 2 Snicker bars, 3 Twix, and a butter. Like he's going bit by bit through the snacks.
And a grilled cheese sandwich.
Like, and a full gallon of milk, which they drank very quickly. But then here's the thing, because I was listening to it, I was running, and I was listening to it, and I was like, come on, dude, just say it. Like, it's a mystery because they're just saying, like, something weird happened because, whatever.
Yeah.
But then there was a twist that I didn't see coming. So it actually turned out 4 of them were disabled. The 5th one had schizophrenia, but was not disabled. And then
that's the one who That disappeared?
Turns out he was evil. Apparently, he was just rolling with a squad. He was driving. He was rolling with the squad. Here's the thing: that he went off his meds. So a lot of people think that he killed them or had some sort of schizophrenic episode.
Yeah. Why'd that like this is a mystery?
Exactly. Yeah. He's like, we don't know what happened. It's like, you're lying. You know what happened.
I hate it when like, because it's like people just need like, you know, incontrovertible proof that something happened, and a lot of times that proof is never going to come. But like, trust your fucking gut.
Yeah.
Look at what's in front of you.
Yeah.
Yes, he killed them.
Well, that's the thing is, then like 45 minutes in, they're just like, and the one guy with schizophrenia tried to rape a woman. It's like, well, then
I think that's your guy.
There you go.
And you know what? If it wasn't him, why doesn't he come out of hiding and clear the air for us?
There you go.
Wait, you're not going to do that? Interesting. I wonder why.
Yeah, it was very funny listening to literally like an hour and a half of him dancing around.
That's so
these
funny.
details, being like, a lot of stuff just didn't add up at the scene.
A lot of stuff was just downright idiotic.
Strange.
Oh man, what a gem. What's his podcast called?
It was Dan Cummins' podcast,
Dan
Times,
Cummins.
which I will say I find him very annoying.
Yeah,
but it was talking about interesting stuff, so I'll listen to it.
Nice.
But you got some Reddit for us?
Well, yeah, we got some classic Reddit threads. Classic, am I overreacting? A confidently wrong classic. Sorry, those yogurt things are very good.
They are good, aren't they? They're for babies.
So I thought this would be right up your alley. It's about arguing with your dad.
Perfect.
It's am I overreacting for being in disagreement with my dad? So about 3 years ago, me and my dad were arguing about the past when he was fighting me for not washing dishes, and he was trying to deny it. But anyways, I got mad because we were arguing earlier that day. Him trying to kick me out of his this person isn't very good at writing, so that might be why your father doesn't love you.
You should work on your grammar. And
I got mad because we were arguing earlier that whole day, him trying to kick me out of his office I was staying in. So I got mad and threw a plastic water bottle at him, which missed anyways and didn't hit him. He called the police on me, and I ended up getting admitted to the mental institution. Today I asked my dad why did he call the police on me, and he said because I was acting sick and crazy. Am I overreacting, disagreeing with him, or was I actually acting crazy by throwing a plastic water bottle at him? I guarantee you this is not a reliable narrator at all.
Once it was he called the cops because I threw a plastic water bottle. That was it feels like you're missing some context. Like they can't just lock you up in the mental institution without like some sort of thing going on.
They're saying they thought he was a danger to himself. Yeah, no, yeah. I don't even need to read this.
Yeah,
this is
there
not,
was some more stuff going on.
You are not also, a reliable narrator.
I don't know. It's also funny where it's like, I think he's loading the context with a lot of like why it was wrong for him to be mad at you. But it's like, I mean, yeah, you're crashing in his place. You're in his office. Yeah. He probably wants you out there to do office stuff.
Yeah. And maybe he called, I don't know, maybe he called the grammar police. You suck at writing.
Yeah. You should be executed by the grammar state.
Yeah, you should be shot with a grammar gun. All right, let's move on. I thought this was an interesting one as well. Patrick, would you like to read?
Yes. Am I the asshole? Alcohol at an alcoholic's house. Throwaway. My 30M wife, 27F, got a verbal invitation from a coworker, late 30s, about a watch party for the World Cup a few weeks ago. We had nothing to do that Saturday, so I said we should go. Losers, nothing to do on Saturday. Go fuck yourselves. She's only worked at this place for about 6 months. She knows her coworkers, but not that close. I picked up a few six-packs, and on the day of, we Ubered to the party. We walked in and greeted a few people, found a cooler and put our drinks in, got one for my wife, and then I went to greet more people and settle in. When I was introduced to the coworker, she was very cold with me, and then finally said we don't allow alcohol at the house. I apologized and said I didn't know. She said her husband, who I did meet a few minutes earlier, was a recovering alcoholic. With an attitude, she said people shouldn't assume alcohol is allowed at others' homes and should check first. Personally, I hear party, kids party, the exception. I assume drinks are being served. It was bizarre and we opted to leave. Are we the assholes? Absolutely not.
No.
I hate people who are like don't even bring the stuff around me. Like that's not like I quit drinking.
Right.
Like I would never be at a party, get fucked up, like dive into like a plastic table and break it and then get up and be like, guys, we gotta calm down. Like it's you're an individual.
Yeah. No, I mean that's and it's like even if like you want to draw a hard line and say no alcohol, like to act like they have some malicious intent is crazy.
It's also like 2 six-packs. If he's an alcoholic, that'll do like nothing to him.
Right. Yeah.
But also, like, yeah, if it's that big of a, he can't be, like, he's, you know, had a bad recovery or whatever, like, you got to tell everybody.
Yeah, you got to be
also,
upfront about that.
If he can't, like, see alcohol without being, like, carried over, like a nice scent from a pie in a cartoon, like wafting him over,
grows wings,
maybe he shouldn't be having a party now.
Maybe you should be sequestered from society.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of like what, you're at a restaurant, you smell a beer, you're just going to lose your mind.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's crazy. People are such cunts.
And I get it. Like, also, like, me quitting drinking, it does suck to be around drunk people if you don't drink. It's just annoying. But, like, you can't be a vibe killer like that.
No.
That sucks.
That does suck. All right, easy. Asked and answered.
Asked and fucking answered, pal.
Here's another one. Am I the asshole for taking my sister's depression dog away from her?
I'm going to shoot from the hip and say probably. Yeah, this does sound bad.
About 2 years ago, my parents split, and this really affected my sister, who about the same time was diagnosed with depression. I, being a uni student who lives away from home, couldn't be there for her all the time. And with my parents divorced, it was really hard for her to find a stable place. So I talked to me mum about getting my sister a dog in hopes to help with her recovery. We both knew it'd be challenging, as my mum is a part-time nurse, and so she wouldn't be able to help taking care of the dog as much as she would like. After a bunch of talking, we eventually got my sister a year-old poodle, and it seemed to be great for her. She was getting out of the house more and really taking care of herself. With some help of the most lovely neighbor in the world, the dog was doing great too. A year later, during my semester break, I went back home for a 2-week visit, and in all honesty, the first thing I noticed was the dog. The dog was severely overweight. I asked about it, and my sister brushed it off, saying he's just older now. It'd been a year. Regardless, I took the dog to the vet, where I was told he would need to be put on a diet and exercise more frequently. I told this to my sister, who was very angry that I did this behind her back. In hindsight, I should have spoke to her about this, but said she would do what the vet said. And during the 2 weeks, it looked like she was doing this, and then I went back to uni. When the uni year ended, I went back, and the dog still looked like a spherical ball of poodle. I asked my sister about it, and she said she had done everything the vet asked. I went back to the vet, who told me my sister had not been back for follow-ups. After this, I again spoke to my sister about it, where she said, "It's my dog, why do you care?" This really got to me, so I took the dog to live with me and my dad, where I have been for the past month or so. Since then, he's back on track for his weight loss journey and looks much healthier. Over this period, my sister had been nonstop asking about getting the dog back, calling me 24/7, getting into yelling matches in person, and I really don't know what to do. I understand this dog has been great for her mental and physical well-being, but I feel like her actions or lack of is just abusive to the pup. But at the same time, I'm hurting my sister by taking the thing that's helped her so much over the last couple of years. Am I the asshole?
Oh, I don't know if you were doing the edit first.
All three of us discussed it over a time. She was really into taking care of the dog. We all talked about responsibility and managed to get the neighbor involved, who took care of him on days when my sister and mother couldn't, and also took care of his grooming So yeah, they're saying that they talked to her about everything that comes into taking care of a dog.
I mean, at some point it's not really your pet.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess I'd be curious, like, how emphatically you're like, hey, you need to take it to the vet before you just went and took it to the vet.
Right.
Because, I don't know, but I mean, also, I think this is kind of like, as an owner, you, like, get defensive. Like, I remember, like, my last cat, before she died, my girlfriend was like, I really think she needs to go to the vet. And I was kind of like, a little like, all right, yeah, I'll take her to the vet. And then, like, she did die, 3 days later. So it's like, yeah, I mean, if someone's telling you have to take no one for fun tells you to take your pet to the vet.
Right. It's just so much, like, with a cat, it's like, like little Olive, the podcat, was getting fat. Mm-hmm. We just lowered her food, and now she's not fat.
It just turned out that giving her 4 portions of food twice a day was not good.
Whereas, like, a dog, it's like, it is way more intensive. Like, you do need to play an active role in the dog's life. So, like, part of me is like, if you can't handle that.
Also, I do think a big detail is the fact that it was a poodle. If it was like a lab or something, I'd be like, whatever, it's fat. But I was like, how you just gonna have a fat poodle? How you just gonna have a fat poodle?
And it will die.
Yeah.
Like, poodles are super sensitive.
Yeah.
Like, it'll die. So it's like, it's a shitty situation, but it's like, I mean, clearly this dog isn't helping her that much. Mm-hmm. Sounds like she's still depressed.
I think you made the dog depressed.
This is the equivalent of, like, a depressed person not watering their plants. Mm-hmm. It's like, you can't have these plants. You're killing your plants.
You're gonna kill all the damn plants.
You're killing your dog.
killing your damn
So yeah,
dog.
I'd say that's a real sticky wicket.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think you were the asshole. Probably could have gone. But also, if it's a depressed person, you do kind of have the ability to be like, hey, look, like, you're not taking care of your shit. I'm going to take care of the dog until you get it together.
And I would say maybe get on some antidepressants. Or
Probably should do that, yeah.
Yeah, maybe the dog isn't fixing it.
Yeah. Girl, go to therapy.
Girl! How you just going? All right. Okay, and then I think we got one more.
Cool. Something we can talk about too after to
Oh, no,
carry
they
us
locked
out.
this post.
Oh, man. My sister's boyfriend keeps saying I am not Hispanic.
It was so funny because it was a clearly white woman.
Hell yeah. Damn.
All right, let's find another one on the phone.
Well, that's something we can talk about too.
Okay.
I did the helium competition. Did not advance, unfortunately. But what are you gonna do? I thought about it, and I thought back to how the first time I did stand up was at Madison's Funniest Comic when I was 19.
Yeah,
and it's just how egregious of a move that was.
So this was your first time doing stand-up?
It was my first time ever doing stand, and I remember because like if I met now if I could see myself doing that now, I would fucking hate watching that because like I showed up, had literally never done stand up ever before, and then I show up to like a competition at one of the best comedy clubs in the country, and then I'm talking to people in the group and be like, oh, it's my first time, like I've never done stand up, and then it was like people would be like, oh, it's probably gonna go really bad. I'd be like, what a bunch of jerks. But now it's like, yeah, well, you're such a fucking idiot.
I will say it really didn't go that bad. Like I was in the room. Like it was clear that
it was a ridiculous.
No,
it was a ridiculous.
It was an insane. It was one of those things like you don't even know how nuts this is.
Yeah, exactly.
But like it could have gone so much worse. I've seen people get up at open mics for the first time and it goes so much worse than how you did your first time.
I think it's more just the fact that like it wasn't me being like there's guys who will come and just be like, oh fuck it, like it'd be cool to say I did a comedy. This was me earnestly being like, yeah, I'll just do comedy for the first time and like maybe I'll advance.
Were you expecting, like, did you think you were going to advance?
It wasn't like I went into it being like I'm gonna advance, but it was like I saw someone else that I knew get past the first round. I was like, well, why couldn't I get past the first round? Steven got past the first round.
Steven Deming?
I mean, I wasn't going to name him on the podcast.
He's a funny guy. We're not saying anything bad about him. So you're like, I'll give it a shot. I do. I mean, look, you did improv. You know what I mean? Like you were on stage all the time. Like it was insane. But like it's kind of like you're in a pool of insane people, right? But I'd say you're the least insane in an insane pool.
I'm just saying, if I was at Helium and saw a 19-year-old kid grin at me and be like, it's my first time.
Yeah.
And then if I'm like, oh, that's gonna be bad. And then him being like, all right, whatever, man. Literally, someone asked me how long I've been doing stand-up. I said, this is my first time. He said, what did you say? And I said, this is my first time. And he said, like, yeah, man, just, do the best you can. Like, you might have one or two jokes land.
Right.
And I was like, what do you mean one or two? Like, what do you mean they're not all gonna,
I think I said after I saw you say, I was like, I think you just need to trim everything down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I remember one of my friends, we weren't really friends anymore at this point, but a guy I knew was there and he was like, yeah, you pretty much just had all setups and no punchlines. So I was like, all right, sure. Obviously.
Yeah. You were like, it is funny to like, you have 4 minutes? And you're like telling stories.
Yeah.
You're like doing whole stories.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But hey, I'll lick them next year.
Well, and like, goddamn, like what way to just fucking dive into the deep end right away. Like, there's like fucking 200 people in that club.
Well, also it was even crazier because I signed up with my buddy Zach, and then it was like there was 2 weeks of the first round, but it was like I found out the day before the first round that I wasn't going till the second round, but I hadn't written anything. I had literally nothing ready to go on, and then was like, oh, good thing it's next week. And then I was like, all right, I guess I have to write a set now. And like my friend was just like, yeah, this my eyes are bigger than my stomach on this. I'm not doing it. And I was like, all right, man, I'll just do it. And then at no point was I like, what the fuck am I doing?
You didn't think about that once.
I mean, I definitely had the idea of like, oh, what if this goes really bad? But not once was I like, the idea of doing this is insane.
Were you scared?
Oh yeah, I was very scared.
Oh man.
But I think it did take a little bit of the stress off because I did go to the first round to watch it, and there were a good amount of people where I'm like, oh, these guys suck. Like one dude started crying and then did half of his set facing away from the audience because he was so scared. No.
What?
Yeah.
Had that guy done stand-up before?
No, I think it might have been his first time too.
Oh my God.
Because I remember too, it was like, it stuck in my head because he was doing some joke about like his sister having a baby, and then he started crying. So I was like, is he being a baby? Is that part? Because it was like, I couldn't even begin to wrap my head around what the joke was. So I was like, oh, this must be.
Is he choking up because he's so happy for his sister? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, just why? Like I was just in Helium thinking like, dude, if I saw a 19-year-old kid, because there were a few people at Helium where they're like, oh yeah, I've been doing it like 3 months, and I'm always kind of like, okay,
all right.
I mean, I guess better for me than for you to be like, you know,
right,
like a veteran or whatever.
Yeah.
But hey, you got it this week.
Next week.
Next week.
That's right.
How you feeling?
It's gonna be what it is. I don't. Okay. You know, I think. I just want people to see me have a good set in a club. So I hope that leads to more spots. But I mean, there's no way. My night's kind of stacked.
It is a tough.
It's Brandon
night.
Donegan, who's a headliner. Amani Dene, who's hilarious and a headliner. Brandon's funny. Everyone's funny. I'm not saying anyway. Amani, Jim Gillespie's no longer on my night, so that's a relief. But Chris Alio is on my night. Mm-hmm. So I mean, those are some real, real heads. Real comics on there. And then I'm sure there's gonna be some guy I never heard of who is on the night. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But hey, I need to get back into the flow of things.
There you go.
I've been having a fuck off summer. Mm-hmm. It's been next summer. I'm not saying yes to anything. I just have to fucking.
You gotta say no to the dress.
I gotta work. Like I've not been working at this enough at all.
Yeah, I'm saying no to everything. I'm dug into Philly like a tick.
Yeah, man. I gotta. And it was kind of nice. I was talking to our friends who are gonna come to. Funniest next week. They went to your night, and they're like, yeah, it's like every time I talk to you guys, you're like, oh, I'm coming from an open mic, and I'm like, I need to be at open mic so much more. Like they're acting like I'm at it all the time. It's like I'm not at it enough. I need to be 10 to 15 mics a week.
There you go.
That's the grind. And
what was that, an hour?
We hit an hour.
Ooh!
The contractual obligated hour. So we are thank you, Garrett, producer Garrett on the ones and twos. Thank you, listener, for listening to our podcast. Do you have anything you want to plug?
Hey, if anyone wants to come to the Mouse Theater tomorrow to see me do round 2 of Lehigh Valley's Funniest, I'm coming back with my shielder on it.
That's right. I'll be there too. So come say hi to old Chrissy. And I'm going to be somewhere in New Jersey this Friday for a show. You have a show on the 24th, don't you?
No, not anymore.
What? Why not?
Got canceled.
It did? Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck. Well, that's a drag.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be at that show on the 24th.
Hell yeah.
We're on the NEPA Comedy Festival in October.
It's so funny we do plugs.
We're working comedians.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Guys, every bit helps.
But yeah, if anyone wants to come to that.
You know how like alarming it'd be if someone did,
right?
Like if I got to the Mouse Theater and someone was like, "I'm here to see," I'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Yeah, like that girl from Maine that's like, "I've listened to every episode."
Oh yeah,
well,
that's kind of nice.
She comes. It is nice.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you.
That's all we have to say about that.
Hell yeah! Don't get captured.
Don't get captured. Thank you. Good night.
Bye bye.